Good evening, welcome to Allports Gaming, SuperCars NZ, round 2, GT3s at Bathurst. I'm Doug and I'm joined up in the broadcasting lounge this evening with the one and only Sean McNamara, who has a proud history here at Bathurst as one of very few people to get the award of a 12-hour first place championship. G'day, Sean.
Hey mate, wow, that's a bit weird. Yeah, like me and Craig like to bang on about it, so it's quite good. Although tonight I was only as fast as about 9th or 10th in practice, but anyway, it's these cars. What do we got? A fixed setup tonight, Dave?
Yeah, yep. So just gone back to just the plain old simple fixed setup. We had trialled that during the practice, and then we changed it up for the race last week to a high downforce one, which appeared to be more detrimental for the majority of the drivers. And after a few sort of complaints based around that. Shane and I, who've set up this series, decided, oh well, people are just going to have to lump it or like it. We're just going back to the plain old fixed setup. There were a few people saying, why weren't we just considering to open it up? And we said, again, because the GT3s have gone through such a major overhaul for for this new season that they've rolled in. They've been built up from the ground up. That running what was pretty much the baseline for the car of fixed appeared to be the fairest option moving forward for everyone, to give everyone a good chance running through this summer series, where it's going to be a bit of a mix and match of numbers, as we'd imagine being the summer holiday period.
And look at us, straight after Christmas and between the new year. And we got some numbers tonight, mate. We're at about 26, 27 starters. So,
yep, 26 at last count, yeah.
Yeah, at last count. So that's awesome. Hey, these guys love us. It's a bit of an addiction, the old iRacing. And if you don't know what we're talking about, sign on up and you'll find out pretty quickly. It is good.
It certainly is. And I suppose because it is it's a live subscription as well, so every month we invest $15 to iRacing to be able to get on board with this amazing service that they provide to us. And for $15 and here or there a little bit more around that either side for a car and a track, I reckon it's awesome. I really do.
Yeah.
That you can go and race GT3 supercars, you get given the new GR86. You can go and climb in Formula 1 cars, you can go and climb in dirt race specifics that we don't do here at SuperCars NZ, but your sprint cars, and you got midgets and super saloons and all the stuff racing on dirt circuitry. You can climb in any one of those cars all throughout the night. You can have a major whoopsie and bin it into the wall, hit the reset button, leave the lobby that you're in, go join another one, carry on racing.
That's exactly it. As you're looking at trees again, so I think you need to sort that out. Because we know Craig's going to laugh at you about that. So let's get out of the trees.
Yeah.
And secondly, the reason here at Supercars we don't do the dirt stuff, and I'm sure that we've got a variety of people do, is there's a few leagues around, and there's been a league that's been doing the dirt for longer than we've been around.
Yes.
So, obviously, out of respect, and what we do is we let them do their thing. And at the end of the day, hey, I don't know. Well, I think one day we'll get into it. I've done a little bit of street stock stuff and a little bit of other stuff, but I don't think I've got quite the talent for some of those midgets or the sprint cars or whatever, you know.
Funny thing is we've actually got a few people that I know that race in amongst our SuperCars NZ league, both the GT3s and the V8s, that actually do real life pedaling around dirt circuitry or work in and around with these vehicles. So they're probably affiliated to the other leagues out there, which I think, like New Zealand Sim Racing probably being the biggest one that does that. So we've got a few drivers here. I'm not saying that we're going to go and change our colours anytime soon, but if NZSR ever wanted to put on an event that showcased a wee bit of our SuperCars NZ drivers and dirt racing, we'll be happy to join in with them at some point. You guys give us a call.
Yeah, some sort of, maybe a charity event where that's not as serious as putting down anything. Something like that, maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Anyway, we're just rolling on to nearly the 14th minute of our 15-minute qualify, as we just see, I think there was Blake Dowdle in the background, who was just coming on to a flying lap, even though he's sitting there in first, just rubbing the wall. So looking like a lot of people have managed to get a good handle of these cars, because seeing people putting down 202s and low 203s is really respectable time in a car that's been rebuilt, as we just saw Dion de Graaf there take a moment running it into the wall. Craig Mason here sitting in 6th place, a good 0.06 of a second away from Blake Dowdle. So
you said 6th place or 2nd place?
2nd place, 0.06 of a second away from P1
so excited, Doug. Let's get into it. It's going to be good. It's going to be a good race.
Craig sucks. And there we go.
There we go.
But awesome. I don't don't see too many others
Only
had set
times.
times.
No, 16. Only 16. Oh, there's only 16
Sorry.
set times.
17 now.
Yes,
17
correct.
drivers, and that's a variation of a 2025 down to a 2081. Sorry, apologies, a 2074.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm looking at 7.4, but I'm on iRacing and you got the stream going on. But
Yep.
it's a little bit, we're trying to work it out between us.
I was trying to do some average backward math there on the side, but it didn't work too well.
Turns out so many people about that, because you do the points, man. If you can't get your math right, we're in trouble.
Well, a bit funny point-related matter. Thank you to Jordan and Scott Pickering this week alerted me to having posted the GT3 with the with a hybrid
V8.
of the V8 banner. So it was actually good.
Yeah.
It was good to see that, because I must say I was feeling a wee bit hurt, because I don't know if anyone actually reads some of the posts that I put up, because 54 Sim Racing was going to put up a $50 cash prize for the end of season for persons who pick the top 3 finishes in the V8s. And all they had to do was pick their top 3 names, and the first person that commented in there before it closed off at Tuesday at 8 o'clock.
Yes.
At the end of the season, the person closest to that would have walked away with some monies.
So yeah, it's funny that we gave away obviously $300 last week.
Yeah.
To the boys, and obviously Wayne's still on holiday, so they won't get their money just yet.
Yeah, but here's an opportunity for not only the racers, but for people at home could have entered this. It wasn't driver exclusive.
Well, maybe we give it a little bit more light. We could come up with something similar and put a bit more light on it, and put the beavers out there, and because there is 1,000 odd members in the old Facebook page.
I just sort of looked at it and went, well, you've got to be in to win, and no one wanted the lotto ticket.
Yeah,
one person could have written down 3 completely wrong names that didn't even finish in the top 10, and I would have gone, well, you're the only person that guessed.
Douglas Bickley, Shane, and Wayne Bloor.
Yeah.
See, I left my name out.
Yeah, well, everyone knows you'd be up in the top 5.
Of course I would, mate. Of course I would. I rigged it.
That's it.
Oh, that's funny.
There we go. But anyway, we're looking like we're just rolling over into the last few seconds of qualifying, wrapping up, seeing the last cars gone and driven on by.
Finished. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. They let you finish that, don't they? So a little bit different to the heat racing formats where it just quickly goes into it.
It's about a minute of time to count off.
Finish your lap, yeah. I think it does that.
And,
all right.
Then we'll get ready to watch the cars grid up for the rolling start.
Is it a whole lap rolling start? Because I don't know if I can talk for that long.
I would like to hope that it's not. But there wasn't an option for shorting it. But
there is an option. It starts at the back of the chase.
Well, that would be. That'd be ideal if it came up that way. Let's have a look, Gerald.
It's ideal. Sorry, I'm enjoying being mean to you.
Whereabouts are they? Oh, they're there. It's worked.
Oh, it has worked, so it is there. So you must have not realised you've done it.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
And we're not coming to you from the broadcasting lounge tonight. We're in the racing room, Doug. Have you noticed that?
No, I didn't until.
Oh, that's so good, man. So good.
Wayne's on holiday, so the lounge isn't unlocked.
Oh, yes. So, yeah, Wayne's on holiday, so he's stuck with us too, it's all good. I can still pick on Doug like I pick on Wayne. Yeah. Not a problem, people.
I'd probably take it a bit better than Wayne, to be fair.
Wayne goes silent. Yeah, he does get a bit silent when I'm being mean.
Yeah, you can always hear the bottom lip drop, can't you?
Yeah, I throw him under a bus on a regular basis, so watch out, Doug. You never know. It could happen to you.
That's good. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm going to tick down through a few names.
Oh, yes. You go for it.
So we've had Blake Dowdle take P1 over Craig Mason there in 2. Dion de Graaf has got P3, and we're just waiting for Taylor Mitchell jump flex to come through. So we'll jump to quad.
Well done, Taylor. Yes.
Hopefully Dad hasn't just flicked the internet off on him, because I see Dad hasn't joined yet either. So Quinn Wilson there 5th, Jack Grunwald in 6th, Blake Greenhall, should I say, in 7th. Nick's finally joined the table, so they've finished fighting over the dessert bowl. Frank Gilbert in 9, and Shane White rounding out the top 10 as we quickly tick down through the rest of the names.
Yeah, so we got Write-Off. Is that what it's come up with?
Yep.
Write-Off chickens. I love that. So that's him. And then we go to Jonathan Turner. Well done, Jonathan, for 12th. Then we've got our mate Dane, who's just a massive supporter with the 420 on the car. Don't know who gave him that number, but Allports. So thank you, Allports, for the sponsor. We've got Allports car out here. No, Xavier, I just thought I'd say that. He's obviously away on holiday.
No.
And we've got Peter Van Derberg. He's new to the league as they start heading off. Mark Wright, our Welshman, all the way from the other side of the world. Good luck to you. Matthew Girard, 16, 169. I think we gave him that number. Everyone's fights over that number. There's Peter. We've seen Peter. Who else we got? Shane McLeod, MRX. So thank you to MRX. They've come on board. They will be doing a sponsor later on. Yep. Bruce coming from the back too, Megan Turbo.
Late entry to the tonight's race, yeah.
Well, he's been in a while, so he probably should have been a bit further up. Maybe something's going on with him.
Grab a few of those names shortly as the guys
as they come around the start. Let's see 2-1 as they go. No bogging down. I hated how they slow right up sometimes.
Yeah.
I'll let you have it, Doug. This is yours.
Awesome stuff, yeah. So Blake defending hard, coming into turn 1, cutting off the nose of Craig there, as we see Blake Greenhall making an early move, and the Ford GTE's taking a spin out the back. Big moment happening out the back. A lot of cars nose to tail. We've got Mark Wright, Jonathan Turner crashed. So a few names all falling in through there.
You carry on with the front. I'm going to go back and have a look. Yep. So you carry on talking about what's going on.
So we've had Jack Grunwald jump up 2 spots currently into 4th. Quinn Wilson there defending from Taylor Mitchell, who is sporting MRX livery this evening and jumping on and off the screen. Blake's got a wee bit of space over Frank Gilbert. Big gap back to right off with Shane following in closely behind him with Dane. As we come down the hill, having a really cool look at that Red Bull Ferrari as it comes through the dipper.
Yeah, so it's Red Ferrari Merc, is it?
Yep, Merc. Yep.
Merc. I'll tell you one thing. I think there was a GT40 involved in that accident at the start.
Yes, there was.
Causing it.
Right. Well, I think... and Nick Mitchell's had a bad moment as well. I'm going to have a quick look at this. He's gone off the track and then he's towed to the pits. Oh, so this is right at the start.
Yeah. If he actually goes... See, this is where we need to go back like 10 seconds or something.
Yeah, so he's been butchered there. So he jumped to the pits. Jonathan Turner's had a second crash and jumped to the pits.
Oh, this will be cold tyres,
and he's already got damage. You can see the rear end not happy and it's bouncing around.
Yeah.
The GT3 class now sporting the new damage model as well. So as you see, the spoiler will fall off the back of there.
Fall off, yep.
I'm going to go back to live racing.
Yes, still nice and close up the front.
And I'm going to have a look and see if I can find Shane White going off the track replay.
I think they both went wide at turn 1, so they both went onto the grass, but Shane spun where
so this is us here.
MRX car.
So beside Frank Gilbert, we've got Shane now driving the Ford.
Nice, yes.
So he's run wide with MRX.
Run wide.
Oh, yeah. Looped it, just coming back on. Had a collision with right off.
So that caused another car to go off on the other side, and no one checked up.
Yeah, no.
So he's prepared his back out there, so good on him. I love Shane's attitude towards this. A lot of people just quit out and leave, and at the end of the day, that's what happens, and that Shane's back into it.
Yeah. So just as we follow Sam Neal coming up the hill, we've got Trent Bennett closing in very closely behind him, and Peter Van Berg, no position moves for him just yet, 16th spot with his new sponsor on board with Peter.
Really should go in car as they come over Skyline there. That's as they big accident as you changed.
Oh, whose name was that? Was that Sam?
That's massive. It was just what we were watching. You did it. I think you did it.
There we go.
Oh no! Someone spun.
Chuff, chuff, chuff. So that's Sam Neill. Oh!
Oh!
Yellow flags coming down the hill.
He should
Mark
just
Wright.
tow.
Oh.
He should just tow. He should just tow that car.
Oh, he's just making it worse.
Yeah, who was that?
Sam Neill, I believe. Why is he not? He's still trying.
Yeah. Oh well, if he gets back to the pits in a minute, he's probably better off. We don't know shit.
I will bring that up at the start of that happening, because that was a big
moment.
Like,
hey, it happens. It happens like the start of it. So, that car was way slow.
Yeah, right. Gone. And yeah, well, it's
either you don't know unless we're there, eh? But look, so we're talking on Peter. Like, you're on Peter's car. Can we jump back to Peter and have a look at him? Because I say he's new to the league. Once you go live. Oh, this is Peter.
Yeah, so this is Peter here. Yeah, new
coming in, and this. Yeah, new to the league.
And his friend that has come on board to sponsor him is Josh Payne, Painless Engineering from Whangarei.
Nice.
So yeah, and Peter just today was asking about getting some information around seasonal and week sponsorship as well. So he may be wanting to pass that on, because I got feedback from Peter last week that Josh actually had tuned into the stream and said he felt quite chuffed about hearing us talk about him and give him a wee bit of a freebie on a plug and stuff. So g'day Josh, if you're watching tonight, or if you're listening to us later on, yeah, get on board with your mate Peter here. He did a very good job in the V8s, and he seems to be handling himself quite well in the GT3. He might need a couple of dollars thrown at him to go and buy some tracks throughout the season, and then if you're wanting to jump on board with Supercars NZ, we also do weekly sponsorships, as we have Steve Darren Interiors as one of our week sponsors this week, who's quite a regular for us, and an admin racer as well. Steve's a big supporter of our league, and I think he quite likes hearing his name thrown up there every once in a while. Don't we all,
mate. But what I was going to get with Peter is, did he not get the cleanest bonus points last week?
It's funny, yeah. So having never really driven the V8s before, did really well and got the clean racing bonus points. So he finished 14th. Was the only driver to receive 0 incident points. As I bring Peter just back up on screen.
Yeah.
Managed to finish the race on 0 incident points in a car that he hardly ever drives, around a track that he'd never driven around before, and of all places, Mid-Ohio, human roller coaster. Yeah. So he got the bonus points. So finished 14th, but then got the points jump, moved up into 13th in the championship.
Yeah, I saw that. And when I was reading your points, because I don't know the points until you put them out, and I was reading that, I was like, wow, man, it's really good. I knew it was you. We talked to him in the Discord channel. And I thought that was amazing, and it just shows you how the clean racing works. And coming down the skyline there, he actually came to a complete stop to avoid an accident.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I mean,
so
I don't think I don't believe he's trying to chase that clean racing, but he's just doing it right. And we did say last week that we were really super impressed with a lot of the behaviour of the V8 drivers. You could tell they were reading their relatives, which is on screen for the drivers to see how close they are to another car on track. So they were making smart decisions about reversing to get away from the racing line and moving into a good position to avoid contact with others.
Yes, I think that went out the window at Silverstone, though. It was a little bit of
there was
driving beyond their means.
Yes,
I believe
a little bit there, as we've seen with a couple of drivers here tonight, which may or may not have been the same drivers in the V8s that we've seen.
I think it's different ones, but hey, we all put our hand up. We all make mistakes. We're not. I say we're not race car drivers, but some people are in this league. But anyway.
Blake doing a
when
mighty fine job holding up Craig, putting positional changes as Craig's actually got a really good run, and he's going to come in for the pass here.
Run around the outside, I think he's just dreaming, and he's just been annoying. If I was Craig, I'd be trying to save as much gas as possible. Because if you learn anything from someone like Rian, who was very quick in the V8s, he would just sit behind and save gas, and you'd pass him in pit lane. You'd be too... Whoa! You'd be... Ooh.
So, there's a wee bit of history here with Craig and this track, as you would well know.
Yes, I would. Go on. I'll let you talk about, because I don't want to do that.
Oh, good. Yeah, so Craig, the other gentleman holding a 12-hour #1 championship endurance race trophy from here at Bathurst in the GT3s. I believe you guys did it in the BMW though.
We did. We argued about this tonight, and we did do it in the Beamer. Thanks to SDI for supplying that Beamer. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. As we can see Blake jinking and jiving, he's probably going to slow himself down if he wriggles around too much. Craig hunting a little bit of clear air.
I think the funny story is someone loaded us in wrong, so we had to quit out and load again in a different car.
At a different time slot, wasn't it?
And a different team, yeah. Craig's useless at loading stuff. And anyway, and we could have used a KRF car, which Craig's running the OKMS delivery on it now, which is pretty cool. So we need another car, and we're like, Steve, let's have the SDI BMW. Awesome. Aaron Gilbert was also the other driver, if anyone knows him. He's pretty quick Aussie fella. He was the third guy on the team, and we just a lot of luck, and we got there. In 12 hours, man, you have some close calls, I tell you, coming down the mountain.
Certainly, no, I bet. Yeah, it's just one that with the pit stop strategies and stuff taking place, and cars that have been damaged coming through for pits and repairs, everyone then getting out of sequence with each other, you always seem like you're fighting your way through some traffic, don't you?
Yeah, for sure.
And every time you come up behind a slower car or lapped traffic, your heart starts beating that little bit faster, going, oh god, I just hope we can get around this guy cleanly, or they move over at a suitable spot. And as you can see with Craig, as we run through up onto the coming up to the top of the hill here, there's walls either side, and it's horrendous, and the car moves around a lot with aero wash really, really badly. So someone thinks they're being helpful to move over, but then they don't estimate.
Sorry to interrupt.
That's all good.
You.
No, that's right. I see that down there.
Okay,
but then they overestimate how good their car's going to be moving into a dirty line on the rubber, and that can often cause mistakes. The other car then rotating around or grabbing the grass, and can be a race ender for sure. But what Sean's laughing at here is we've got a Quinn Wilson and Shane White crash.
His right rear wheel's locked. So, and he's just past pit lane. He needs to tow. He can't go around.
So, just having a quick look back onto Quinn Wilson
here.
Yeah,
and he's just towed now.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
No.
If
I was race control, that's a drive-through.
that is indeed.
And Quinn Wilson.
Oh, we've got more taking place. Dan Turner, Bruce Tannock crash as well. Let's have a look at this.
Yes, let's have a look. Oh, you get your timing not quite nice at the moment with your replays. Someone's got all by themselves.
So that's Dan Turner.
Oh, and Bruce almost came to a stop. So, and Dan's got out of the way too. So I reckon that's as long as there's not another car right there. Right there. Oh, another one goes through. So Dan's actually not too bad. I appreciate what he did there. He's done quite well.
Oh, mate. That's very unfortunate, and just a very simple mistake coming down over the top and just looping the rear of the car.
Yeah, definitely. So I've got someone calling for a black to be cleared, but we don't clear blacks. So
who's that?
I'm going to put it out. It's young Taylor Mitchell.
Taylor Mitchell. He's just. I
So
don't know
what
where he's gone, but he's not on screen.
It was a little bit blippy, but I just
So, yeah, no. So that hasn't worked.
Let's move on. What other action? So
this is where it's at the moment. So this is P1 and P2, and behind him is Nick Mitchell, who's down in 23rd spot currently, and blue flags aren't really going to play out in this race, because there's going to be a multitude of pit stops that take place because of the fuel limitations that we have set to the cars.
Can I just pause you there, because I know it's a very good point. So where does Craig got past Blake?
Yep, just there. It was just at that moment coming down at the end of Conrod, and I'll bring it up again.
Sorry, I was busy watching something else.
No, that's cool. So here it is here, and Nick Mitchell's right in just behind him. So he's come around and he's managed to grab that inside line. So, and then just parked it up on the apex there, which I know probably he's done that on purpose. Just to slow the car down. Just to slow Blake's entry down, which is a bit of a Van Gisbergen move, but I wouldn't say that Craig and SVG are too similar, but it was definitely an SVG move where you come through after the overtake and then park it on the corner just to disrupt the other car. You get a bump and you get a bit of a shock moving forward, and that causes their car weight to shift and sort of break back a wee bit, and then it gives them a wee bit harder to go through. That was an awesome shot of Nick Mitchell's car coming over the top there, over the ripple strip, sending sparks going out the back. We have to look back at the live stream on that one later. And,
that looked awesome, right?
And all of its 4K detail, as Craig pointed out. We've managed to crack that as the guys just go past Jonathan Turner there.
As long as Jonathan stays white. Oh, it does. Well done.
Taylor Mitchell still just falling down the grid on the names, but still not. Oh, has he?
For some reason.
Okay, well that's a shame. As we have a look here at a bit of a beat up Mercedes of Mark Wright's, but up 2 spots currently from where he started. I'd imagine everyone's getting fairly low on gas, so I'm going to bring up our pit stops here quickly.
Yeah, they do that for sure. We're about 20 minutes into the race, so we're around halfway.
Oh no, just as Mark's had a moment coming down over the hill, but he's managed to roll through with that. Sorry, this one here. So, well, look, there's been a few that have obviously come through for some repairs, but from about position 11 down, mostly everyone has stopped so far. Have a look where Frank Gilbert is, because he's
up 5. Well done. Not Dion. That's a name we haven't talked about. Dion, is he just sitting back there?
So Dion is currently in 3rd, started 3rd, and he's closing in onto the back of Nick Mitchell, who's currently showing as position 20, but has done his pit stop. But Dion is nearly 6 seconds away from, nearly 7 seconds away now from P1, P2.
Yes.
But Frank Gilbert is 24 seconds, nearly 25 seconds away from Dion. So big gap away from those guys at the front. Shane McLeod having a wicked battle here with Blake in positions 5 and 6. And these two have had some really cool battles, as that's not a place you want to try and overtake coming over the top.
Blake has been doing some crazy stuff lately, and normally I'd say he's a good racer to race with. And when I say good, I mean it gives you room and stuff, but he didn't hit him. I think he went around all by himself beforehand.
I think he was turning, but I think Blake might have just followed the rear of the car round. So I'll just bring up Shane McLeod's crash, because it did say McLeod.
I'm sure he didn't touch him. I think he was around before he even got there.
So this is it
Prove me
here.
wrong.
No, I don't believe that there was anything. So I think, like you said, so there's Shane going round.
Yeah.
Blake has given him a wee nudge, but it probably was helpful enough. This is a horrible
These cars
place.
are just see, no, there's someone else with the black flag.
Which is
I'm gonna come on board.
The guys can get black flag. Would be probably drive through penalty, and the penalty limit was set to 20 for the season. With I think then 15 after that. So it's tricky. It is going to be hard. The guys just need to. It is hard, and I say this very loosely, but the people just need to slow down a wee bit. Appreciate that this is a track that's going to bite. It's going to bite hard. Turning around is going to cost you a couple. Touching someone else is going to cost you 4. Rubbing the wall is going to cost you 1. Every time you go off the grass, it's going to cost you 1. So in a race that lasts 45 minutes, it could, within a few short laps, or bumping into another car 5 times, is going to cause you to have a drive-through.
Yes, exactly. So I think we've had second places get a drive-through and asking clear, and no, we will not.
Is that Mr. Mason?
No, Blake. Sorry, Blake did.
Oh, Blake Dowdle.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because I was wondering what happened there, because Blake is down here currently in 5th, just ahead of Blake Grenhall, and I wondered whether he must have pitted, but I'm guessing that's just the time penalty of doing a drive-through.
Yeah.
So currently, that opens up Frank Gilbert to be holding P1 without having stopped. So Craig's just gone and blown by him.
Yeah. I was looking at, there was a name that was popping up on my list. And I was like, wow, who's he?
So Frank must be coming in. There he goes. So we'll stay with Frank as he goes through for his pit stop. Just as I see some data that Dion DeGraff's had a couple of crashes and then a third. Bruce Tannock's had another. So Frank Gilbert originally was sitting, I think, just behind Blake, splitting him and Quinn Wilson in 5th and 6th. So I'm just interested to see where Frank comes out. And he stops on his marker. The car's had a quick repair. It's getting fuel.
Not up.
Fuel doesn't take long to dump in. It hasn't gone up on jack, so he's not taking any tyres, and he's away.
Oh, and he stopped. What's up with that?
That's odd.
That is odd. Why aren't you going? You could have gone.
Frankie.
All right. On to the next one. That's weird.
Mark Wright stopped very poorly in his pit bay.
His pit stop's going to be a little bit longer.
That's,
I don't know if you don't.
That's OTP, that one.
If you don't stop in your bay correctly, you may take longer. That's a quick one.
Oh, I wonder if Frank did Frank get penalised with a 40-second stop and hold? I'll keep an eye on his time.
Yeah, for sure.
No, he's up to. There he goes. He's rolling now.
Yeah, so
he's done. He did 59 seconds. I reckon he might have had a 40-second stop and hold.
Funny how the car moved forward though. You know how it moved forward when we saw him take off? It went actually forward a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it dropped.
Very strange.
Right.
Watch out for that GT40 in the background. Watch out for that thing. That's not a GT40, is it? What is it?
Yeah, it is. What is that? Let's try and find. I'm trying to find the only Ford logo, and there it is.
Oh, is it a Ferrari killer?
No, that is Shane White, DSA Sylvan entry, running a GT40. I'm just going to go and drag it in.
Yeah, big cheers.
Hey, Whitey.
Hey,
Sorry to catch you at the wrong time as you're chasing down Franco there. But please enlighten us why your Ferrari looks really ugly.
because it's Ford.
Shut up. It's a Ferrari killer, you two.
The Ferrari killer.
That.
That is, yeah. That was a great movie. So GT40 for you, test vehicle, I'm assuming.
Correct.
What for?
As an option for Enduros and potentially the rest of the season, but I don't think that option will be picked up.
Oh. Is it
when it,
proving to be a wee bit handling sim, or?
Yeah, so I was saying to the guys before, when it's in the window, it's great. It's really good when it's in the window, but that window is so small that as soon as you step out of that, it kills you pretty quickly.
Right. So I've just gone on board with the gyro cam, so we're just looking just over your shoulder as you sit in the car. So can you just give the guys at home a wave? Thank you.
That would actually do that. That's so cool.
So that's one thing that would love iRacing to see. They've obviously, they've brought out VR, but I'd love to see like some VR gloves that are shown holding the wheel, pushing buttons, grabbing the shifter, turning knobs, waving to the people at home.
Yeah, give me the shuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's not have it doing too much flipping off, or else we probably wouldn't be able to stream half the content.
Yeah. Alright, I've got a serious question for Shane. Serious question. What were you thinking at Murray's Corner? After Murray's Corner, what were you thinking, mate?
Oh, that was the worst start ever, wasn't it? Murray's Corner, sorry. Murray's Corner.
Oh, you spun.
Oh, yeah.
And then they couldn't.
I felt so bad for Quinn there. That was average as by me. It was shocking.
Yeah.
Honestly, I looked at my relative. I thought I had heaps of time. Started turning around and then backed up, and then I shit in this car there. So yeah, that was average. I didn't read my relative properly. Got flustered, and everyone watching at home. That's what you don't do.
Yeah, exactly. So we all watching it, and I was laughing, and Doug wasn't. And what happens is after all of that, I saw you trying to take off, and your right wheel was locked on. Like I was like, no, he has to tow. He definitely has to tow.
Once I got it facing the right way, I tried to get going, and it was just like I had a bag of neutrals. It wasn't going anywhere. It was revving the tits off, so I just had to tow.
So was it the contact with Quid that made the tow, or you should have just towed from the start?
No, it was the contact with Quid. Initially, I just said I don't think I'd had contact off the initial spin. I might have just tapped the wall, but getting it turned around and that average turning around was what did it, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a great story for not what to do. Thank you for that, Shane. Cheers, we appreciate it.
On another not great moment, did you happen to see my Mike Myers moment at Quarry Corner?
No, we didn't actually. I saw your name come up a couple of times.
Yeah. So I looped it coming out of the cutting.
Yeah.
And I was sort of stranded there on the exit of the cutting. Oh, what's Peter doing?
Whoa.
That was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I reckon he's run out of gas.
Oh yeah.
He's run out of gas.
Oh, Peter. Mate, you need to invest in SimLabs, brother.
I'm not laughing at you, Peter. Oh no. No, he needed to just adjust his balls.
He's going again. All good.
He's going again.
I'm going to have a look and see if I can find this Mike Myers moment, though. Oh, yeah.
It was a wee while ago now, so...
is this where you're reversing up the hill?
Yes, you found it.
Oh my god!
I was stranded there, and I didn't have any damage, so I didn't want to tow. So I thought the only thing I can do here is back up to the next corner and try and get it turned around there.
Oh my
and then I got to the point where I did have a big 30-second gap to turn it around.
Look at this!
So.
He turns into the wall!
You just hit the wall. You did. Oh no!
Do you not have the traction control button?
I need to miss that. I really need to miss that.
Look at this. There he goes. He has to use the wall gap just to be able to get the extra room.
there is a button you can push to turn your traction control off for a few seconds to do a flick spin. So
Yeah,
I,
well, that's
I
what
think
you
I
need.
really need to map that.
Oh,
Well, you did because there's 2 incidents in this race where you
There
needed
is.
it. Because even on the
Yes,
front straight,
correct.
you needed it as well. Yes. Oh well. Oh, that's great.
there we go. Well, thank you for enlightening us that happened, so I could go back to find it.
Yeah.
Here's another moment. Quinn Wilson coming back down through the hill here. This has been a favourite corner for everyone through the dipper there, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's the slide. Because you have the grip, but then you don't for some stupid reason with these
And
stupid
of course,
cars.
Quinn was sitting in
No,
fourth
he's
spot
doing
there.
a Shane White. He's doing a Shane White.
He's going to reverse right down to Forest Elbow here, as Frank Gilbert's gone by, going, hang on, what's happening here? That's fifth, sixth spot in Forest Elbow. Where am I going to flick it round? That doesn't work.
He's away. He's done it pretty well.
On the grass. Oh god. There we go. So he must have had a good look at his that thing's beat up though, so he would have come into the pits there. But yeah, anyway, thank you, Shane. I'm going to throw you back down so you can have some gas baggies with the others.
Oh, where's Craig? Where's Craig now? Who's leading this race? Craig is.
Yep. So there's Craig. So he's got a 37 second gap to
Blake.
to Blake.
Blake and then Blake and Blake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll bring that up. So there you go. So 37 seconds, and then it's about another 13 seconds from Blake to Blake. So there's Blake.
So who won last week's GT3 race? Who won last week?
Connor Nixon.
Why has Connor not been here tonight? Because I'm sure he was wanting. He's definitely wanting to win this championship.
Could be away for New Year's.
Not him. I'm sure he's got no mates.
Just as I see, the only person on track who is actually close to anyone is Shane's teammate in the Merc, coming up behind Thomas Cole.
There's a few people that we haven't sort of mentioned. Let's have a look at Thomas Cole.
Dion de Graaf's had a funny one. He's been sitting in the pits here for 6 minutes 47 seconds. I don't know if I want to bring him up for a chat.
Nah.
Let's have a look. So this is Dion's last crash. Oh,
his car's
he was big before then. Okay, no, hang on. I've got
two
actually before there.
Oh, yeah, I've lost it there many a time.
So let's go to went off track data. So here it is.
Lost the tail end. You do know which button to push. You do know which button to push.
Yeah. So he's just run wide. Oh, that's hard onto that.
The bump is what got him. I've never seen a car bump to the right.
No, but do you notice, and that was what I said about Nick Mitchell's car earlier going through there, that it sent up the sparks. He ran along it like a railway line and sent up the sparks to that.
It's
So
really unusual for it to do that, because normally the rear comes around as you hit it. Like if you hit it, I've hit the inside wall many a time.
yes.
Yeah.
As Mark's putting on the push here. Thomas McCall on the side of his car.
What do we got?
Oh, what's he got? Hellman's. I believe he had it typed into... Oh, as Mark's just got that a wee bit wrong coming out. Oh, another one at the back. Matt Gerard there.
He was in 10th.
He had time to be able to get away from that, but he had a moment. Sorry, yeah, Hellman's. I believe he had it in his sponsorship write-up of Hell's Pizza. Old Thomas McCall here, who's had a run off onto the grass, and that's allowed Mark to roll on by. So what I'm going to quickly do is have a look at Matthew Gerard's crash to see how that took place. Oh, just locked the rears on that one. And he's sporting number 169.
And see how he held the brake then too? Saw the car coming? You know, so like people are trying to race professionally here, which is good.
So,
I love it.
And here is Thomas McCall, who we're talking about, with Hellman's on the side of his car, just running running a bit deep and wide, and that allowed Mark Wright to be able to come on by. So he's done a wee bit messy. Mark's
both parts too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mark's done a very good job to avoid what he thought was Tom coming back across on a really bad bit of an angle, slowed up and just ran a bit wide onto the grass on the outside. So it could have ended a bit badly for either of them. So carry on, but man of the match so far, Craig Mason. I was going to drag him up, but he's focused. He's muted and booted in the chat channel there.
Of course he is. He wants to race in another league, and we were like, "Oh, you got to win this one first." Looks like he's set his mind on it. Well done.
Good stuff. We've got Blake Grenhall down there. He's sitting in third. We'll drag him up for a chat. See, he's not got much around him. Blakey.
Hey, fella.
How are we? I thought you're sitting there in third spot quite comfortably, but I see you're following one of your mates.
He just had I don't know if you guys caught it on the stream, he just had a Murphy and Ambrose moment into the cutting.
Oh no!
Did he?
With Quinn.
Okay.
I'm going to try and pass him here, but I have a feeling I'm going to get some resistance.
Just show the nose.
Oh, I'm coming. Oh, that's a nice pass.
That was a race pass. It definitely wasn't an easy pass. So we're going to come off you for a minute before we see you get bit. Bruce Tannock past Quinn Wilson.
Yeah, have a look at that.
Yeah, this is a bit of a doggish place to pass.
Oh,
yeah,
that's ugly in all parts.
But to Bruce's credit, he had the nose in.
This is where it's quite good. Everyone has got. I love how everyone's got an opinion and they all stick to it.
Yeah. Oh, Bruce is round at Skyline.
I'm just gonna have a look at it again.
I actually
chopper.
I'm on the wall too. Jesus.
Yeah, Bruce was never making that corner, man. Never making it.
So here's Bruce's crash.
I threw a Brucey pass on Brucey up at turn 2, which I don't think he was too happy about.
No, that turn 2 pass looked lovely. It was good. It's like,
no, earlier in the race. Sorry, mate.
Okay. For some reason, Bruce is lacking a bit of pace tonight, which is unusual because he is very quick.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe being out of the car for a little while, or just he's probably lost a lot of money paying all the stuff, holiday pay and shit to get in, the worst night. Holidays are the worst nightmare for business owners, mate. Yeah.
So Blake,
maybe his mind's...
Blakey, we've just jumped in board inside your car. We did this to Shane before. So with your right hand, if you could just raise it and give it a wave to everyone at home. Not with that finger, mate. Thanks. Just a wave. That's it. Cheers.
Give you a headlight flash. Does that work?
Yeah, well, I'm good if I can see it.
There
you go. Give us a headlight flash.
Give us a headlight flash. We'll watch it.
Thank you, mate.
We're not going to let Craig do it. We're not going to let Craig do it because he'll like that. So we'll just make sure we don't let Craig do it.
So we're just watching on board here with you as you start your climb up the hill. So try not to stuff it up for us, okay?
Thanks, mate. I'm actually going to pit this lap for a little bit of a splash and dash.
Ooh, there's only 5 minutes to go.
Yeah. So was this just stop number? Was this stop number 2 for fuel or 3?
It'll be 2.
Okay, well so are you quite happy that the 35% fuel rate has worked out?
Yeah, I think the Beamer had a little bit, well, some of the guys seem to think the Beamer had a little bit of an advantage and maybe
saved a
over
bit
the
of
other
fuel.
parts.
Yeah.
But then there's advantages and disadvantages for every car at every different track and...
Yeah.
Looking clean, mate. We'll leave you to it so you can concentrate. Craig's in on this lap currently, and
Thank you.
So you're on target towards the finish. You've just got to make up 23 seconds to catch the other Blake, but you're sitting nice in third, mate.
Piece of piss.
Good stuff.
No, I'll be thoroughly stoked if I can bring it home in a podium position.
Yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, we hope you can too.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
thanks,
mate.
fellas.
Keep
We'll
it
see
clean.
you in a couple of laps,
Yep.
eh?
You've got
Yeah, mate.
no pressure behind you, mate. Keep it nice.
Thanks, boys.
See you.
Commentator's
See ya.
curse. Commentator's curse. See, I'm trying to put something in just as you're getting rid of him.
Yeah. That's good. So yes, that's Blake Grenhall there, and just as he comes into pit lane in the property edge, BMW there.
Yeah. So, great character too. This is what the sport needs. This is what this iRacing. We've all got our own personalities, and Blake's one that's always great, always a smile, and it's fun to race against him when he's not taking out people. So it's
That's
good.
right. So Dane's got Dan Turner chasing him down, but I'm gonna drag Dane in.
Why not?
Drag everyone else in, and he's a big supporter of us. Yeah, he is.
Of course he is. Bring it on. Bring it on.
6 at the moment, but yeah, he should be coming
Alright.
in for a pit stop.
Sorry, it says 5th on what I'm looking at. Or 6th.
good.
No, you're right. Sorry, mate.
Hey, Dane.
Yeah, buddy.
Right, mate, we've just dragged you up into the broadcasting lounge just for a quick hello. How's your race been going this evening?
Okay at the moment, thank you.
Awesome stuff.
Well,
Yeah, to see you've
Of
got
course it's okay, mate.
just got a
You're
bit of
doing
pressure
well.
from Dan Turner there, but you got your
Yeah,
eyes
no.
forward, mate. I don't know if he'd be able to catch you. There's only a couple of minutes left.
Might have to do a second pit stop, will he? Or is he,
Other people?
Other people have
First
been. Yep.
place. Yep,
Yeah.
first place and third and Finny.
yeah.
So
Oh.
I think it's a splash and dash, mate. So you got to finish the race. So
Yeah, that's it.
I made sure I put enough fuel in it this time. I always end up having a second
Yeah.
flush in there, so I put 7 laps worth in just to be sure.
Good stuff. So that's Shane McLeod that's just come out ahead of you. So he's just come out of the pit lanes from doing his last wee dash into there.
Yeah, he pitted a lap later than me.
Oh, good. Oh, we just thought we'd come and say hello because we know that you're a big advocate for Supercars NZ, and you're obviously running the Allports Gaming livery on your car, and it's looking really hot for it. I know Chitty was quite chuffed to hear that you wanted to run the car, just be able to give a wee bit of something back to him for nothing, eh?
Yeah, it seems to put me a bit of luck too, fellas. So I'm not going to take it off at the moment.
Good stuff.
the commentator's curse can happen any second, mate. You concentrate on what you've got to do.
and we'll put you back down with the others. You concentrate on these last few minutes.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate it.
Cheers,
mate.
Dane.
That was a proper race crossover. That's probably about the most proper one we've had. I just felt like he was concentrating so hard on his car.
Yeah. And he was focused, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's good. That's the proper. I think that's what you want. Oh, then you get back to it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh,
so
Dan
just-
Turner. So who's down in the scheme of things? He's done
this
all right.
so this is Dan up 14 spots, sitting in
He'd be
7th.
wrapped. He'd be
Yeah.
wrapped.
That's an
this
awesome
is
one.
quite
So
a-
we should see both these guys dive in, I reckon. Oh no.
Oh, nice.
They've got to be. So the Mercs seem to be able to run quite a wee bit longer. Or no, Dane. I think he said he has already pitted, and that Shane McLeod had pitted a lap later. Oh, here we go.
Pull up the stops. Pull up the stops.
So sorry, this is Mark Wright just come out of the pits,
Hello.
just split.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Just unfortunately,
As-
Craig's going to miss
Oh,
out.
Dane. Woo-hoo-hoo.
What's your
That's-
race time? Can you
That's
list what
spicy.
your race time?
Yeah, I can.
Because I think I'm 3 minutes too fast was on my iRacing. That's right.
iRacing time. Oh no.
Yeah, no.
iRacing. Oh, that would be because the time.
No, we've done it before. Yeah, I was just checking. You can get rid of it all if you like.
But that was spicy. There was Mark Wright coming out of the pits of the
Dane's got
DSA.
him. When
Yeah,
did
he
you
did.
get him?
Oh, I'll show you again because that was just when you were
so
looking
I wasn't-
at your time remaining. Here we go.
Yeah,
This was close too because this is when I was going. Oh, Dane.
And I'm not going to risk too much, so.
Yeah. So here he is diving in.
He ran wide, a little bit wide, but
Not too bad.
to be honest, I think Mark actually gave him a bit of room. That was quite good for. That's what I mean. It takes 2 drivers to make it look good. You know?
Yes.
And well done to both of them.
Yeah.
And Mark can get him back too, because he's coming out of pits. You know, he's like, oh, I'm not happy. But yeah, I think Dave ran a slightly wide, and Mark sort of just let him have it, and that's beautiful. That's what I want to see.
Certainly
Quite
was.
another day. I'm on Craig, so on my other screen. So
Yeah, so here's Craig dipping down through the hill. I wouldn't imagine they're
I
too
would
far
put
away
him up.
from showing white flag.
I
Do you-
reckon we put him up.
Do you reckon we
I
pull him
reckon
up,
we
pull him up to wait till he unmutes himself at the end?
Yeah, pull him up, mate. Pull him up. We'll just have a quick chat.
Yeah, so he won't hear us. Oh, Shane McLeod, what's happened there? Shane McLeod went off track. Let's have a geese. That's a shame for Shane, because he was sitting there in 4th. Oh, just locked the rears. So the end into the wall. So there's 1, 2, 3 cars gone by there.
Craig's muted, so it's not going to work anyway.
No, but we'll be able to catch Craig when he unmutes himself to come in at the end. Oh, and Shane had another moment. So Shane down here now getting... No, that's someone different. So there's Craig, so he's come round. This is the 44th minute, 30 seconds.
Yeah, this should be the last lap then.
And look at that for last lap time. 2:02 flat.
Oh, he's not holding back.
No.
It's obviously got light gas, and cars around. Oh,
That's Shane McLeod.
Imagine
So
that.
you're having a bad one.
It was hard in his mouth, man. Oh, you nasty! You need his car to get
So there's a couple of cars here. Frank Gilbert, Jonathan Turner just coming in just to get that last few splash of gas. There's Bruce Tannock. He's towed. That's totaled. But here's Craig, and we'll have a looky here. Oh, light there. You see, and headlight flashing. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Get out of my way. Very tidy down through here. Yeah, so that last lap, a 2:02 flat versus Blake Dowdle, a 2:03.4, and then Blake Grenhall in 5th at 2:05.5. So just showing there how much pace Craig's still creaming out of this car as he shakes a bit of fuel over the over the pump. Shaking a bit of fuel over the pump as he comes down. Be interesting to see if it starts coughing at all before he gets to the end. As we have a gander at him coming down into the last corner. P1 diving to the flag. There he goes. Well done, Craig. Where's the flash?
Who's the flash, Craig? Oh my god.
Oh.
Maybe we've hassled him too much about his flashing. He's turned off the traction control. He's turned off the...
He's trying. He's trying to do something. Well done. So yeah, parked up and waited. No, he's escaped.
Right. And
Blake Dowdle is
look.
just coming round to take P2. Thank you very much, Blake. What a fantastic race. And Craig's joined us. Hey, Craig.
I'm alright.
Cracker,
Yeah,
mate. Were you shaking a wee bit of fuel over the fuel pump there at the end coming down the straightaway?
No, I was just like cruising, just chilling after it.
You can't say just cruising when your second to last lap was a 2:02 flat.
Mate, I think every lap was a 2:02 apart from traffic.
Oh, good stuff.
It was a good race, mate. I'm upset that Blake
There's
got
the flash. There's
got
the flash.
a
The
penalty
drive-through.
in the pits because that was going to be a boomer. Yeah.
Yeah,
He got a drive-through.
he
Was
asked
that
for it
for
to be cleared.
incidents?
Yeah, I know you can't clear it, but yeah, it was a boomer. I was going to be.
You guys
on,
were having
yeah.
great battles. Yeah, we saw a wee bit of it. And then
I thought you would have stayed in behind just to save a bit of fuel to try and not do that little splash and dash, but no, huh?
No, it was. It's 10 minutes of fuel. It was quite a bit of fuel. Put like 15 litres in.
Okay,
Yep.
so it was
Yeah.
quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a bit of action. I saw a car spinning, like did your heart in the mouth stuff to bring back some memories. You know, when you're on your last lap, there's a car spinning off the side next to you.
Oh, that one
and,
that I just about missed at the
yeah.
top. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I puckered going through there.
I was like, oh, that's not good.
Nah, even because I slowed down and then it like. But anyway, hey, it was cool. That was a good race.
We've got some highlights to talk about when we get into down into the channel.
Yeah, nice.
So well done, man, and an awesome race.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Awesome stuff. Cheers, bro.
Sweet. See ya.
So yeah, so that's it. There's only a last few cars that are that were lap traffic that are coming around.
Should we put up the results, mate, just so we can have a quick look? Because obviously when
I was just having a look. This guy, Jonathan Turner, here is actually sporting the car number 154.
I know. I thought he was in your team, mate. That's why.
I might have a chat to him though, because he doesn't appear to be. Oh, here we go. Aero. He's made it. Oh,
no, wait.
he has. He's kept it off the wall.
It doesn't really count.
No, that does. That's a ripper.
That's pretty good.
You got it. Can you shout that out over the comms too? Go, well done, Jonathan Turner. We just saw that.
Jonathan, they look good, mate.
Let him know it's on the stream. He can catch it later.
That's wicked.
Awesome. And yeah, Marty Mitchell. We actually didn't cover Marty at all night. Marty must have not had too many boo-boos, and look at that, up 10 spots from where he finished. Oh, sorry, where he started, and that's how you don't go over the jump. Here's Mark's turn.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, that's cleanest.
That's how you do it, mate. Mark's
there you go. Mark Wright finished fourth place. So that's a perler. Actually, Mark's down here. I'm going to quickly drag him up. Mark, we're just at the end of the stream, mate. We just saw that. Well done. That was a good bit of flying technique in the old Mercedes.
Huh?
And well done on fourth place.
Why, thank you.
Certainly did much better than your teammate in the Ferrari killer.
Yeah, no thanks to him. I had the meatball at the start on first lap.
Yes, no,
I was close up in all that.
You'll be able to have team chat about that one later, but yes, we've got some stuff to review. But well done, Mark. We just wanted to quickly say there was awesome technique doing the jump there. You did it the best out of everyone that we just saw.
Why, thank you.
We'll take you back down. See you, mate. Get rid of the Welshie before he starts talking too much, because I don't think YouTube does auto generation on subtitles, and I wasn't going to be turning around trying to type it all in later.
No, correct.
But no, awesome stuff. I'm really chuffed with how everything played out in the end of tonight's race. Obviously a bit of chaos still, a few bit of dramas there at the start. But out of all of it, we did the best job. Thank you, Sean, for joining me up in the lounge here tonight, which was actually just the racing room.
Yes.
Thanks for hanging out with me in the racing room, not the broadcasting lounge.
That's all right. That's good. I smiled when I had to join. A little giggle.
I joined the wrong one.
So I think hopefully Wayne's tuned in too, and he's had a little bit of a listen. He's probably a little bit worried about his job.
No, it says next week.
And
I'll be here to help him, and you can do some racing, or you can jump up and do some proper race control stuff as we head off over to Japan to go to Okayama, which is in a district of the sister city of Christchurch here in New Zealand.
Yes, I did watch your video to that, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's a track I actually quite like. It's actually quite a cool track. I think some of those
it's one of my favourites for the GT3s.
Yeah. The Japanese tracks actually are quite cool. Like
quite racy tracks. Yes.
Yeah. So
bit of technicality, bit of straights for some drafting. It's nice.
Yeah. So look forward to it.
That's cool. Well, thank you very much, Sean. I'll let you sign us off.
All right. So as we do, as always, big thanks to Allports Gaming for bringing us this stream tonight. Thanks to Doug and myself for obviously doing a fantastic job, or like top 10 job, maybe top 5. Thanks to all the races out there. I know there's a few disconnects and bad luck for people obviously that didn't quite get it sorted. But and to the podium there, Craig, Blake, and Blake. Well done. And look out for the points that will come up later on in the week that Doug puts up. And we obviously have Piston Cup on Friday and Saturday nights. So if you're not doing anything, as in the league, join in. We don't quite stream it, but that's our fun time. And we'll be again on Tuesday. I don't even know the track on Tuesday, Doug. I should know, but I don't.
No.
We'll be back for the V8s on Tuesday, and see who turns up in the summer series.
That's it.
So thank you very much, and we will see you soon. Cheers.